I got Matt Wigley, Rubio long snapping instructor in Southern California. Wigley, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are things going out there in Southern Cal?
Good. We got a little shock today with a little bit of rain.
Oh my gosh, how'd the freeways look after that?
The freeways look bad any time of day, any type of weather.
I hear you.
Uh, but the bumper cars start to come out with a little bit of rain. So,
We were talking about burgers. Tell me about this burger you're talking about in Reno, Nevada. Tell me about it.
so at the Golden Nuggets, the casino, they have two locations, but the one downtown, it's just known. It's called the Awful Awful. It's just a big, juicy, greasy burger that has everything on it that you could possibly think of, and you could probably only eat it once a month, but it's hands down probably my favorite burger I've ever had.
Now, if you had this burger and it's disgusting in cleanliness aspects, would you use a fork or would you still just go with hands?
You always got to go with hands.
That's what
I've
I'm
only had
talking
to
about.
use a fork once. I've only had to use a fork once now as an 8x8
Oh, okay.
at In and Out.
I'll let
Oh
you have
yeah,
that one. Hey,
yeah.
you had some lessons this weekend. Tell me how Kyle Petrucci did.
Kyle Petrucci looked phenomenal. The biggest thing that I noticed from him is it's exactly what you said. Just making sure he's reaching through and not coming up.
Got it.
And for someone that size, it actually scared me catching his snaps. From slow-mos to straight legs to, full 10, 12, 14-yard snaps, just seeing him go all the way through, it definitely built a lot of confidence in him, and he's just on fire right now.
What about Gabriel Cervantes? Big, tall kid.
Big, tall kid, and his confidence levels is going through the roof, and, he gets into his element when, we do the speed and agility training, which we just started implementing a couple of weeks ago, and,
Hmm.
knowing that he plays another position, he just felt comfortable and confident, and just really showed on the different pieces of, that he has to offer.
What about Aiden Livingston? I heard he's got a pretty interesting nickname.
We call him Quick Feet,
And why is
and
that?
his mom told me after his speed and agility training, she's like, do you know why he has quick feet like that? When he was 5 years old, he got bit by a rattlesnake, and that's why they call him Quick Feet. And sure enough, he does have the quick feet, and that could be a real reason why.
That's incredible. What about Jacob Garcia?
Jacob Garcia is a workhorse. He's a kid that if I have training on, Saturdays and Sundays, he's coming both days. And, he's absolutely in love with the position and 100% dedicated Rubio long snapping. And, for being that young and snapping as well he is right now, sky's the limit for him.
Now, I know you've been checking the RSIs when I'm comparing him versus North Carolina and Washington. California still in the lead on that?
California strong, baby. So
I got
we're here to
Texas this
make
week
California
coming up.
great again. So,
You think it's going to beat Texas? Texas is coming up on
yeah,
Sunday.
I'm glad we went first, to kind of set that tone and, just seeing all the young guys that are putting up those big numbers. And, I hope that's motivating for, the other guys down the road and, for the rest of spring, to get those numbers up and put a, heavy focus on it. And so, being the first ones with that, we got off to a strong start and, we're going to cross those fingers that they come up a little bit short.
Well, tell me, how many times a week do you go to Disneyland?
You're a week, right?
Per
So,
week.
okay, so when we lived in Anaheim, we were easily 3 or 4 times a week. And that's just because we lived, oh yeah, that was just because we lived a 10-minute, walk away
Hmm.
from Disneyland. And, we'd only go for like 2, 3 hours.
Yeah.
We sometimes wouldn't even ride rides. We'd just go eat, they have these corn dogs they're $9 corn dogs. Okay.
$9 for a corn dog?
$9 for a corn dog.
Is
And
it worth nine
I will
dollars?
pay $9 every single time.
Where is
There's
it
no
at?
hesitation. They have them in both parks, in California and in Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
So you just got to discover them. Once you find them, you just won't stop eating
I
them.
hear you.
And they're hands down the best thing I've ever had.
All right. All right, Waves. Great talking to you,
But
man. Keep doing a great job out there in Southern California. All my Southern California long snappers, make sure you get together. If you're in the Orange County, San Bernardino, Inland Empire area, you get in contact with Matt Wigley. You can find him on Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. All right. See you later, Wigs.
awesome, Rubio. See ya.
Take